Radio check.
Radio check. Clear it.
Yeah, there we go. We are live. Get in.
Very big dub, if you ask me.
Massive dub. Massive dub. Has the bot been working for the race streams thing or not?
Don't know. I'll do a ping if it doesn't. Hello, guys.
Yes,
All
welcome.
there.
Tier 3, Australia. We're back in the comms booth. The goats, Shui. And next to me, I've got Toastman, the other goat. The one who spun in Tier 1. We both spun in Tier 1.
Yeah. Don't try and get me with that.
So, that's what the goats do in it. Right, we've got qualifying. It is dry, as expected. Have you got early predictions, Toast?
Think another Mano Prasanth masterclass.
Ooh, alright. You know what? I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go Sunojo, or whatever his name is, in the AlphaTauri. He's gonna have an absolute blind of a race.
He is very pacey. For
He's
fuck's
pacey.
sake, why is it ping literally as I ping? Oh, that's so annoying.
So yeah, we've got qualifying on the way. The first car out on track is Silly QS23. I think it's his debut race, isn't it? We've not seen him before.
I believe it is, yes. Big things for him today, hopefully.
Yeah, the Alfa Romeo team have signed him up. So yeah, I've not really seen if he's top or bottom of tier 3, sorry, but we will see, of course, because this is the representative session straight away. Drivers have probably done a little bit of practice. You know, because we don't get a practice session, we go straight into qualifying, set the fastest lap time, and yeah, they start in that position in the race. So we're going to get the first lap underway then. He's been pushing pretty hard on this out lap, making sure the tyres and brakes are up to temperature as he exits the final corner. A very tricky corner, as Toast can tell you, as he goes into 8th gear with that DRS open into the first corner. Then easy to invalidate, not run too wide on the exit onto 2, and he takes that very cautiously and goes onto the curb, opens the DRS, and it's now onto another straight, which leads into a tricky hairpin. Oh, as he turns in very early. I don't know what the plan was there, but not the quickest line. Takes the curb there. Easy to beach the car on that as he goes flat. But oh, he's binned it. Oh, just keeps it at the wall. We'll go on board with Neon Cat then, another car who is looking to impress after a pretty dim weekend last time out. We know he's got pace, and he's also getting blocked by a Haas in front, who is currently also on the lap, so you know he's not really getting blocked. But he's out. Surely no, he's in. So that's two drivers now that we've seen have spins at that corner. Let's see if Dan Super in the Ferrari does the same, Toast.
Yeah, this is very interesting so far. Not many people are keeping it consistent. Remember, in qualifying, you do need to go as fast as you can. But if you can't keep it within the track limits and in a straight line and not spin, then there's no point in qualifying because you'll just be at the back of the grid. So consistency is key in both race and qualifying. So some drivers need to pick up their skills a bit to not spin.
It is easy to spin at this track, as we see in Alfa Romeo off the track. As I say that, yeah, it is very easy to spin. You can tell us about that, Toast. I can tell you all about that. A lot of drivers in Tier 1 can tell you about that. I mean, it's just a bumpy circuit. It's a street circuit, as Sinez goes to the top on the first time with an 18.2.
Are we going to see anyone get into the 17s? We saw a lot of 17s yesterday in Tier 1. Tier 3, that's a very competitive time. I I've got to say right
It
now.
is.
So,
It is a very competitive time. Considering Tier 1 was 1.4 seconds quicker, but that was on the final run. We'll see what he can do come the end. They're setting all 20s. We're going to go on board now with ST Nokri, who used to be a Ferrari driver. As he crossed the line, goes P2. Pretty competitive lap time.
very competitive indeed. Just trying to get high caliber in.
Mano is is more than 6/10 off of the P1 time at the moment, so the P1 time looks rapid as of now.
Yeah, it is very rapid indeed. Mano
It's
is
better than some Tier 1 drivers.
Yeah, Mano is very happy with his, I'd say, domination win at Bahrain. Round 1, started the season off how he wanted to. He hasn't won a lot in F1WL. I think he's only ever won one more race, and that was last season at Spain with another domination. So he'll be hoping to try and fight for the title, as he's looks like he's kind of getting in the way of a McLaren of, I think that's Jose Vile, or yeah, it was Jose Vile. They were having a little ding-dong battle there.
Lovely to see in qualifying.
It is indeed. High Caliber is typing.
So we've also got Iron Law Gamer on a lap at the moment, the AlphaTauri driver in the number 30 black and white liveried car. Oh, as he goes onto the grass, and that is going to be invalid. Yeah, that is invalid. So has the other AlphaTauri driver, but Possuman is currently on a lap. He's close to finishing it as well as he goes through the final sector now, going into 5th gear, going all the way on the limit there as well on the entry, completely on the limit. This looks like a pretty tidy and on the edge lap from Possuman 11, at least the final sector of it was. We're going to go on board with him now. He's going to go P3. Yeah, it looks pretty neat and tidy.
So I think Mano's first banker lap may have been a bit slower than he wanted, because I would assume Mano should be up there in within maybe a 1/10 of that P1 time, so he's definitely got a lot to gain.
Ooh, Colin F1 also getting his track map red, which means he's invalidated.
ST Nakuri, I believe he's on his debut for Williams. He is flying currently 4/10 up through Sector 1. Let's see how his Sector 2 time is. Is purple again.
Brilliant.
Still says 5/10 up. He's kept it
We'll
clean.
only get him. It will keep him in the same position though. That's how big the field spread is at the moment.
Yeah. We only have had 8 people set laps. Only 7 of them are really competitive. Is he going to get blocked by this Alpine up ahead? Alpine pulls off. That was a bit close. Just get out the way. Oh, he's done a me.
Big snap. He's done a toast, man. As High Caliber finally joins the lobby there. Tsunoda Joe, another driver currently on a lap time. He's had a pretty scruffy 3rd sector as another squiggle out of the final corner. He's going to cross the line and he's going to go P6 without any ERS. Not too shabby then. The other Red Bull Academy driver, Neon Cat, is currently also going through the final sector then. Currently not set a time as he pulls into the pit lane. So no lap being set. But Luigi is on a lap as he goes purple in the middle sector.
I think we've got an Aston Martin of Andres as well. He's starting a lap by the looks of things. He'll definitely want to improve his time, which is currently 2 seconds down off the provisional pole time.
Yeah, and last of the legitimate lap times as well. Luigi then, around the final corner, he goes in 4th gear, up to 5th. No, really controlled on the throttle there as he opens DRS across to the line, goes P7.
Luigi definitely wants to improve that time.
Absolutely. I mean, it's difficult to get a lap in here without invalidating, without making a mistake. It's either perfect or it's an absolutely horrible lap.
Yeah.
From my experience. That's super set in the 1st sector. Times are light and he's invalidated again. Dan Super not having a great start to the session, already invalidated with halfway done in the session, as he invalidates 3 laps in a row now. Yellow flag, sector 2, that is for Dan Super as well. Oh, TTV Harvey Pros goes purple in the middle sector. We don't know how representative that really is, but it looked pretty decent as he makes his way through the final sector now. Arguably the most difficult sector, and also the sector where you can gain the most time as he runs over the grass to keep the steering wheel straight. Extends the track limits, but hasn't got an invalidation for that. A little bit odd, but we continue with his lap as he goes up to 4th gear, takes a wider line, gets a better exit, and now into 7th gear. He's going to cross the line. What's it going to be? Going to be P6 for the Aston Martin driver.
100%, he's starting his lap now. Currently P4, 6 tenths off provisional pole. Let's see what he can do. Through turn 1, can he nail it? Pretty good, hits the apex. Gets down on the power again, opens up that DRS. Can he nail his braking point into turn 3? He does. Very nice lap from him so far. Through turn 5, keeps it pinned down, foot to the floor. And he's 2 tenths up through sector 1. It's purple.
Not a bad first sector.
He's got a little bit of traffic up ahead, but I don't think they'll be in the way.
Yeah, his final, the chicane now, he's still 2
tenths up. To be fair, sector 2, ooh, very wide. That's going to lose him
should
time.
be valid, but it's not.
Sector 2, you can hardly gain time. It's literally a straight the whole time.
Yeah, and like that little chicane, but it's hard to find time there because it's such a quick corner.
Yeah.
But oh, there's a spun ass right in the way.
That's distracted him a little bit. He runs a little bit wide. Can he get his foot to the floor? He does. Where's it going to put him? Can our round 1 winner get pole? No, he can't.
Ooh.
2.5 tenths off provisional pole. That is a very competitive lap time from Sinners in the Haas. Will anybody able to beat him?
Pretty good lap time from Iron Law Gamer as well. We've kind of slept on him. P5, not having the greatest qualifying record, of course, in the past seasons that he's done in F1WL, as Silly Cus crosses the line and is 4 seconds off the pace. Big stuff then. The McLaren driver of Jose Files is currently not on a lap. Who is on a lap? Is Postman on a lap? We'll go on board with him anyway. As we look at him now, the Williams driver, tier 1 commentator as well, great lad, good in the comms booth, keeps it pinned down into that flat right-hander, and he's 200th down on his current time. Running all the way wide there to the exit of that corner. Completely flat, of course, this whole section. Goes onto the grass to shorten the time, and Sinners improves again by a tenth and a bit. Great lap. Oh, Posseman nearly losing the rear end through that fast chicane. He's got a little bit of traffic up ahead. Hopefully they dive out the way as soon as they can. Gets on the grass. That can sometimes unsettle the car, but he's controlled it very nicely. Going through the 3rd sector then. Easy to make a mistake, and he does that, but somehow doesn't invalidate. And he keeps that Williams car running as he goes through the gears all the way on the grass there, making the track as short as possible is Posseman, and it's not looking that neat of a lap. No, 5 tenths slower. We've got Kukumalakis, who is crossing the line now and improves to P12, so not too bad for him. One man who is not done a lap yet is High Caliber, and he hopes to get a lap in soon, as we've got Dan Super. We'll go on board with High Caliber actually. Oh no, he's on an out lap. We'll go on board with Dan Super then. On the T-Pod cam. Not done one of those yet. As he goes, this is the driver's view, because they won't be driving in cockpit cam, most of them. They'll usually be using T-Pod. So into the first corner then. Finds his braking point nicely, cuts a little bit of the curb there. Not invalid though, of course, because he has 2 wheels over the white line. takes turn 2 a little bit cautiously as he goes into the turn 3 hairpin. Finds that apex nicely, second gear now through this awkward left-hander, which leads on to this completely flat right-hander, which a little bit of understeer through there. Dance super, and a 27.1 first sector. That's not awful. Keeps it valid this time.
I was very close on the exit of turn 6. He kept it valid though, that's all that matters. He's not got traffic up ahead. What's his sector 2? I don't know because there's no delta for him. He's taking it a little bit cautiously through the chicane, but that's what you want. Better to be cautious than to be flat out and then invalidate. Nails turn 11. Can he get this last braking zone right? He does. One more corner. This is quite a tricky one, but he nails it. Gets down on that power, opens up the DRS. Where's it going to put him? P4. Very good lap.
Crunchy lap time from him. We've got Rob Boss, who was going quickly and has backed out since. Cohen F1 goes up to P5. Not a bad lap time from him. We'll go on board now with Ironlol Gamer, a command currently on his lap as the Ferrari gets out of the way nicely, parks it on the grass there. He'll be looking to make up some places, of course.
Ooh,
get himself in a better position. And he's 3 tenths up.
Lots of traffic for Guan Yu Zhou. That's what I'm going to call him. Yuki Guan Yu. He's on a lap, but he's been blocked heavily by the McLaren. And it's caused him to spin. So, I'm going to clip that. My driver is going to get...
Ironlol Gamer is flying. Absolutely flying. This could put him P2. He is 5 tenths up in the middle sector. This is an absolutely blinding lap from the Alpha Tower in the number 30 car. He is 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear as he makes his way through this fast corner now. Doesn't invalidate. Oh, just about keeps it on the line. He is on the limit, this man. He is on a charge. He needs to put a good final corner in as he spins it and gets wing damage, and that's his qualifying over. That is his qualifying over. Such a shame for the man that was going so rapidly. Mano's invalidated. Mano's done. I don't think he's going to get another lap in, and Dan Super has also invalidated, but I believe he's going to try go for one more lap. We've been on board with him quite a lot, so we're going to try pick someone else. Possuman not improving at the moment, neither is TTV Harvey Pros.
Ernakan in the Hass's round at the chicane, so he can't improve from P11 now.
Nope, that is very true.
Got a lot of drivers who've already finished. Robert Voss said FU to high caliber. Tension there.
Yeah, not ideal. Sinez now making his way through that turn 3 hairpin. Turn 4 then, very difficult corner, but he takes it very nicely. This guy is looking like he is absolutely on rails. Down though on the first sector, in all fairness. So maybe not the best first sector, but maybe there is time to gain somewhere else. Hopefully he doesn't get blocked by the other cars. No, they stay out of the way very nicely. As the Haas driver makes his way through the second chicane. He's down again.
Grid place penalty for Dance.
For Sinners.
How's that happen?
For Sinners as well.
Doesn't look like Sinners has hit anyone.
Contact.
That is very unfortunate.
What is going on there?
Super.
Has Sinners got one as well?
No.
That is odd. Let's see if Sinners can improve in the final sector. He's not been flying as of now. I mean, his lap time would probably still be good enough for P1, but he's going to
another crash out
across the line. Oh,
improves again.
Big stuff. Possuman spins it and is out. Big crash on the main straight as TTV Harvey Pros has to get through some traffic. TTV Harvey Pros is looking pretty quick in this qualifying, using all of the track available to him. And, oh, that's bad. Yeah. Tsunoda Joe has crept up into 9th position. Is that qualifying done? It is for the Red Bulls, but Luigi Sven is still on a lap, I believe. Yes, he is.
Locking
Let's
up a
see
lot
if
into that
it... Oh,
corner.
no. He's done. His light's flashing, I think. Yeah, he's done. So, yeah, that is qualifying.
Very interesting, very eventful. A lot of crashes as well.
Yep, absolutely. There were quite a few crashes, and yeah, Silikius on his debut 2.2 seconds off the pace. Not ideal.
No, it was not ideal.
Might have to move him down to tier 4. We'll see how he does in the race, though. Also, a bad qualifying for the Red Bulls.
Yeah, very poor indeed.
P16 and P17.
So then it is Sinez on pole by 4/10 ahead of Mano Present, the GOAT, in P2. Robert Boss in the Alpine, he's P3. And Daunt Super P4, but he's got a 5-place grid penalty, so that demotes him down to P9 and promotes everyone below him up to Yuki Guan Yu. That promotes everyone above Yuki Guan Yu up a place. So, need to look at these incidents. So many people have exceeded track limits. Yeah, Daunt
Yeah,
Super collision with Sinez.
it looked good for Ferrari, P2 and P4, whereas not a bad... not a bad qualifying, but it's been ruined by some contact, apparently. As we just wait for the lobby to load into the race. 29 laps. What is the strategy that you would prefer, Toast?
I would go soft, medium, personally. No, I'm joking. Well, the obvious strat is medium hard or hard medium. I would go
Yeah.
medium hard. But
Would you suggest anything else for the people that look pretty much out of it or not?
yes, you could try maybe hard to soft or soft to hard. But that would be
We'll
quite
see.
a hard strat as tyres do fall off quite quickly around.
Absolutely then. We're going to get going with the formation lap very shortly. With very shortly, I mean literally now. One light is on and we've got green lights for the formation lap to get underway. Bad launch from the... We'll have a look at the tyres actually. Okay, so Mano starting on the hards. We've got, okay, Sinez starting on the mediums. Pretty good strategy. We've got Mano on the hards and we've got Robert Boss on the softs. So the top three are all on different strategies. We've got the two McLarens on mediums. They had a pretty good qualifying, by the way. Possuman also on the softs with TTV Harvey Pros and Joe Guan Yu in P7 and 8. Dan Super on the hards as well in P9, looking for the alternate strategy after that incident in qualifying. As Iron Law Gamer, again, incident in qualifying. Could have done a lot better as Neon Cat gets disqualified.
Collision with Silly Coos. So that's going to be annoying for Neon Cat. He's going to have cold tyres, but he's at the back, so he can avoid any carnage that happens into turn 1. A lot of very
Absolutely
differing strategies. Quite more soft runners than I thought there would be. So
definitely.
watch out for them on the start, because they will be flying. Apart from that, just hope that we don't have a massive crash at turn 1.
I beg we do not have a crash at turn 1. A safety car would ruin this race.
Look at the penalty book, because I believe a red flag is 3 or more DNFs between turn 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Race restarts. 3 or more cars DNF in a lap 1 incident. at the same corner. So one massive crash basically, and we used the qualifying grid.
Ooh.
If that's the case, Korkumalakis disqualified. What is this? Some of these warm-ups are disgraceful. People are just stopping.
This gives a good opportunity for High Caliber though, as the tyres ahead of him will be cold and the tyres behind him will also be cold.
What is this
so he's
camera
isolated.
angle? This camera angle's from like the back of the fucking straight. That's great.
Can't say that, mate.
Sorry.
No swearing.
Here we go then.
Warning. Mate, this is dreadful. What is going on? Please give me a different one. Oh, for God's sake. 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Sinners gets a good start. Is Mano going to get a better start? No. A lot of wheel spin on those hards. Robert Boss also doesn't get a great start. As we go into turn 1 then.
Oh!
It's going to be side by side. Oh, that's contact.
Massive
and
dive bomb from Possum Man.
Round. Oh, look at Cohen F1 making moves with his teammate. They can't battle too hard because they're in a great position. Look at Mano. Yellow flags, and it's a VSC or a safety car. Waiting to see what it is. Is it a full safety car? Everyone's got going again. So High Caliber is without a wing. So that's a terrible start to his race. Neon Cat, might it be said, started on cold tyres and is up to P10.
Mighty job from him.
Let's have a look at the position changes. Tsunoda Joe has made some great moves.
Oh,
up
wow.
to P4.
Silly Coos as well, who was angry at starting plumb last in P18, is up to P9. What a start for him. That is incredible.
It is a great start, but of course, 2 McLarens also really strong start, going up 2 positions each from P4 and P5 up to P2 and 3.
Timmy Flipper left the
Possum
session.
Is the big loser in this P16.
He did.
P6.
He did go for a very audacious lunge into turn 1 when it was already about 3 wide, and he did cause that crash. So I assume he might get a penalty for that later on.
Look at the gap
this evening
from Dance. Look at the gap.
That is a very big gap. Don't know how that happened.
Massive, massive, absolutely massive.
We are green flag racing. They are very close up behind.
Look at the amount of people in the pit lane. Christ, there's
wow.
5 people in the pit lane.
I don't know who to commentate over here. Robert Boss all over the back of Mano. He's on the soft, so he surely wants to get past Mano.
Absolutely.
He's burning.
The DRS.
I've taught Mano how to use ERS properly. And he is doing just that. He's on 93%. Already had a spinner out the pit lane. Oh, big cut from Mano. But
Tsunoda Joe is all over the back of Cohen F1 as he makes his way
around the outside.
It's going to be
squeezed.
Been forced off a little bit there, but just about clean.
Robert Boss goes on to the gravel.
Yeah.
He loses the position again to Mano. Got loads of action behind. Neon Cats all over the back of Silly Coos. Yellow flags. Cohen F1's round. So unfortunate.
Cohen F1 is round.
He has got going again.
P3.
Silly Coos is all over the back of Iron Log Gamer. Surely he's going to go for a move into turn 1. Iron defends the inside line. Silly's going to go around the outside. Iron has to cut slightly just to give room. Still side by side into turn 3. Amazing racing from these two. Iron Lol tries to keep it. I think Silly Goose is going to have the position here. Iron Lol's... Oh, and Iron Lol gets pushed onto the grass. That's a 3-second penalty.
Oh, he's out.
Oh.
Big crash. Big crash. That is a safe car.
I've unincluded my audio. I think I have to...
It's a VSC. Yeah, so VSC deployed then for a big incident from Iron Law Gamer. Got pushed wide a little bit, and yeah, that is the end of his race. Tsunoda has been doing a good job, up 5 positions already. We'll have a look at. Oh, Dan Super gets a drive-through penalty. Big incident, and he's going to serve it already. Yeah, Dan Super comes in to serve his drive-through penalty. Shocking error from him, to be fair. Drops him all the way back down as Robert Boss is all over the back of the AlphaTauri driver in P3. They need to work together here to try and catch the cars in front. Robert Boss going a little bit wide, going to cost him a lot of time, and that's surely a spin. No, he holds it, but that's going to cost him so much time. Yeah, he lets the car behind through. Robert Boss up into P3 on that alternate strategy. Mano is holding on pretty nicely as well. Is Tsunoda Joe trying to get past? He can't save ERS. He's doing a Matic. He's substituting for Matic, and he's doing a Matic. Audacious dive bomb there from Tsunoda Joe as well. Yeah, this is not good from him. Look at Mano. He is on great ERS management at the moment on the hard compound tyre. Doing a good job. Yellow flag, sector 1. It is High Caliber who is around. And he's lost a front left end plate. So High Caliber in another incident. Very unlucky for him. But Jose Feliz is doing a good job to stick with Sinez. Ascon F1 sets the fastest lap. Oh! Sinez is out! Sinez has had a massive one. And that is a full safety car. That is a full safety car. Massive shunt for the man who took pole by some margin as well. Huge shunt. Wow. Well, look here where he's parked. We can't see him anymore, but that is big hits. As now, soft runners may get an advantage. I don't know if this tyres will make it to the end, but you know, it is worth a shot. Jose Feliz then takes the lead of the race. Yeah, so not too shabby. I think Toast has gone for dinner, so it is just me left for now. But we see High Caliber getting a wing change after his earlier contact with the wall. Unfortunate for him. As we pull into the pit lane, is Robert Boss, the man on the soft compounded tyres. Goes into the pit lane as we see the Red Bull mechanics cleaning up. Alpine mechanics coming back out, and that's a set of hard compounded tyres getting strapped onto that blue car as he drops the positions. He's going to come out in around P9, I believe. No, because Posseman pits. So he's going to come out in P8 on fresh hards, which is not a bad place to come out. Ator Sinez leads the session. He must be fuming. See Posseman just leaving the pits as well. So yeah, interesting stuff. This really helps Tsunoda because he's been draining that battery like crazy. Not much to commentate on at the moment. We'll have a look at the position change again after a couple of laps. Silikus has made impressive inroads. So has Kokomalakis has got a 5-second time penalty for crossing the white line on pit exit. As Neon Cat and Silikus have made incredible inroads. So has Tsunoda. And yeah, Jose Feliz as well. ST Nokri, they've all made up pretty good progress. Same with Cohen F1 after an earlier spin. We'll see what Tsunojo can make of this. He needs to save his ERS as we look on board with Jose Feliz sitting behind Bernd Maylander, who's driving the Aston Martin safety car. Lights still flashing, meaning we're not going to go green flag running just yet, as High Caliber's already been lapped. So that is his race over, because he cannot unlap himself under safety car. Stupid feature, and that is a shame for him, but he's going to be jumbling up the pack a little bit then with the gaps that he is creating. So yeah, that is unfortunate, but Kokomalakis is the only car that still has to catch up to the back of him, and when he does that, I reckon we're going to have green flag running. Don't really know what to commentate on at the moment. Nothing to say. I'll have a look at the tyre situation, I guess. So yeah, a couple of them on hards. No more people on soft anymore. That's realistic. I mean, the hards may be able to make it, the likes of Robert Boss and Andres, but we will see. There's a little bit of desync there between Dan Super and ST Nokri. We've definitely got a race on our hands here. Lap 7 out of 29. Tsunojo will be chasing down that P1 after Jose Feliz took it with Sinez, putting it in the wall into turn 1. Unlow Gamer dropped it at turn 5, that flat right-hander, after being pushed wide and getting a little bit of dust onto his tyres. Same way we saw Latifi crash in Abu Dhabi last year. Oh, we have a pitter. T2V Harvey Pros entered the pit lane. The Aston Martin mechanics will be rushing out the pit lane to get this man his new set of tyres. What's he going to go on? He's going to go on a set of hards. So medium hard is already in action. T2V Harvey Pros leaves the pit lane and will be trying to get those hards up to temperature. Not easy to do. So he needs to catch up to the pack as well, because we're trying to go racing again after this lap, which means we need everybody caught up to the back of the safety car. He should do that though, he's right there already. As yeah, so he's back up the pack. We should have the safety car coming in at the end of this lap. So we will start racing again, going into lap 9. Currently no track limits penalties, which is pretty impressive to be fair, because it is easy to rack up them penalties here. The only penalty we've got at the moment is Kokomalakis, who has 5 seconds for crossing the pit exit line. But we've got a safety car is in this lap, so the drivers, well, Jose Feliz will be backing up the pack to make sure that the safety car can enter the pit lane and the drivers can get racing again. We've got 20 more laps of racing, and then we will decide the winner of the Australian Grand Prix here in Tier 3. Yeah, so Tsunojo should be closing up that gap a little bit, trying to get as close as possible to the car in front. As he's already gone, I think Jose Feliz has not pulled the trigger yet. Now he has. Has he? No. Now he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. And we've got Mano, who's had a brilliant restart. Is he going to get ahead of Tsunojo? No, he's not. Oh, he's going to dive bomb it. Stupid move from Mano, if I do say so myself. That was absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god, massive incident. And that is Tsunojo out. And that is Mano into the wall. Don't know what happened there. That looked very, very stupid. As Silicius has moved up into P3. Absolutely brilliant performance. Massive contact there. Hopefully no more safety cars as we get Postman, who also gets 3 seconds. So does Dance Super. Oh, he is under a little bit of pressure though from Postman. Surely he doesn't dare move up the inside into this fast left-right chicane. No, he's going to stick behind. Oh my god. Robert Boss getting very close to the back of Postman. It's looking a very heated battle up here at the front. As, yeah, mental stuff we saw just there where Tsunoda and Mano crash each other into the wall. Oh no, Silicus gets the 3-second time penalty, and that's going to cost him a lot of time. Yellow flags for who? Who's binned it? Oh, it's Unakant. Unakant has put it in the wall. As you can see the stricken Haas there at the back, and he's dropped to P14. Last of the unlapped runners now. Neon Cat's dropped a lot as well. I mean, he was 6 a minute ago, and has now dropped down to... Yeah, so not that many battles going on. TTV Harvey Pros is pretty close up the rear of Luigi Sven. Yellow flags again, that's Unakant, which is unfortunate for him. Luigi looks to be using very low wings. He's topping out at 318 kph. Harvey is at 311. Yeah, impressive straight line speeds from... Oh, but he's not got the downforce, and that's going to cost him through that left-right chicane. Does Harvey Pros have the straight line speed to go around the outside? Yes, he does. Luigi backs out, and that is an easy move in the end for the Aston Martin. More pressure going on at the top of the field. Possyman trying to get past the man who qualified last, and is doing a great job. Here he goes then, switches to the inside. Is he going to make the move stick? As we get a nice shot. Oh yeah, they keep it clean. Just about. Postman moves up into P3, but of course has that time penalty. Robert Boss now also looking to make a move on the man who started P18, Silicus, but can't make a pass as he goes onto the curb and nearly hits the back of the Alfa Romeo. Harvey Pros has made a mistake somewhere because he's dropped several positions on my screen. Could be wrong though. But yeah, Robert Boss all over the back of that Alfa Romeo driver as he swoops clean past around the outside, and nothing he could do. Cohen F1 gets 3-second time penalty. That's the man in P2. P2 has got 3 seconds to his name. As Possyman losing positions all over the shop. He's made a mistake somewhere. You can see the gravel on his tyres as he pulls off. What's happened to him? He let ST Nockery through. That's his teammate, to be fair. And now he is defending from Dance Super to make sure that he holds him up. As ST Nockery now is allowed to charge forward and make some progress on the cars in front. We've got some more battles going on at the back. Neon Cat all over the back of TTV Harvey Pros. Is there going to be any moves here? Neon Cat looks at the inside, baits the move, doesn't go for it in the end, and can now have a good look at the Aston Martin driver. He's got a good run here, Neon Cat does. He's going to go around the outside at the turn 3 hairpin. Is it going to work out? He has a good line there, gets forced off a little bit, and now takes the inside, and that should be move done and dusted. Great rid of racing as we see Possyman's round. Possyman's got round and he's got damage. He's got no front wing left, and that is the end of his race. Unless there's there's the yellow flags again, and it's a full safety car. Again, and this is blessed the likes of the McLaren. It is blessed the likes of Silicus. It's blessed ST Nockery. It's blessed all the medium runners to the next extent. Could that be a crash gate? Could this be the next scandal on F1, guys? But no, it looked pretty accidental. I mean, it is very easy to make a mistake at that corner. But yeah, this is crucial for the medium runners. This is terrible for the hard runners, as they cannot box, they cannot do anything unless they want to do a 2-stop race. Surely the McLarens double stack. They do double stack. As we have Silicus. Oh, Unakant is having the time of his life, getting speeding penalties. But yeah, McLaren's double stack. Is Robert Boss going to come out ahead of them? Surely he is. Gets ahead of one of them. Doesn't get ahead of the second one. So yeah, Robert Boss takes P2. As ST Nokri stayed out. What's he doing? Why would you stay out in this situation? I have no idea why you would decide to stay out. This is your pit window. Lap 12 is exactly your pit window. That is mental. That is absolutely crazy. Neon cat boxes as well, then so does Silicus and so does Cohen F1. Cohen F1 has dropped some positions compared to his teammate. That double stack has not paid off for him. Look at the cars he's got to clear to get back to his teammate. That is a whole lot of cars. Again, not much to commentate on because we've got cars just lining up in one big field and no overtaking going on, no racing going on. They're all trundling about on 100 kilometers per hour, which is never that interesting, admittedly. As we see someone go into the pits, it's Mano. The man who was P2 not too long ago is going in for a wing change. The wing is being replaced for Mano, who's had a poor start after he had an incident with Tsuno. Unfortunate for him as he boxes, comes out in P12. Has High Caliber managed to unlap himself? Well, I would have boxed if I were you, High Caliber, but apparently not. Decides to just keep going. He's got the gap to do it, but no, decides to stay out. As we see all the cars filter through with that Aston Martin safety car being brought out for the second time. We've had 2 virtual safety cars, we've had 2 full safety cars. I believe if we get one more safety car, then it's done. We don't need, we can't physically get anyone anymore. What is this? Alright. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. All the cars now, High Caliber needs to catch up to the back of the pack, and then we'll be able to get racing. As, he just needs... But safety car is in this lap, which is quite surprising actually. He is caught up, to be fair. It's fair enough. But Jose Felix, it's been left very late. So Jose Felix is going to be able to decide when he wants to go. Is he going to go? When's he going to go? He has gone now. He's gone now. Robert Boss has also gone, but Nokri has got a pretty good restart as we see all the cars shaking there up and down the straight. Oh, that's a big crash. Luigi's round. Yeah, a lot of contact there into turn 1. It was bound to happen realistically. SG Nokri gets 3 seconds of time penalties. Oh, as he gets spun round. That is the end of the race for the Williams driver, yet to box and has made a mistake. Cook Mullins serving his 5 seconds in the pit lane as Jose Felix has had a blinder of a restart, taken so many positions. Look at all this gaggle of cars though, making their way through as he goes over the gravel. That is Robert Boss over the gravel as High Caliber gets 3 second time penalty. As they all make their way through this flag section now, who is going to come out on top? Is it going to be Mano? Is it going to be Robert Boss? It's going to be very close. Up the hill they go then. Migrating host Luigi Sven has left after his crash and was given up seemingly. But here comes Unakant Hadir. He is looking pretty speedy as Mano just has to defend this contact. Could that be wing damage? As Andras is going to make his way past the Haas driver as well. Further moves being made from Dan Super, who makes the move up into P11. Not ideally where he'd want to be, but Neon Cat has recovered pretty well after a spin after the first safety car. He's now up to P4, closing in on the gap up to Cohen F1, who is also looking straight down the barrel of TTV Harvey Pros. But not really too much battling going on. Silicus could be trying to make a move on High Caliber as he goes down the inside. Should be an easy move for him as High Caliber's on all tires as he backs out, and High Caliber loses the position to Silicus and he's up to P8 now. Not bad then, as Neon Cat is still all over the back of Cohen F1. I know for a fact that the Red Bull setup is pretty slippery in a straight line. I know that because I made it, but yeah, Neon Cat is saving his ERS pretty smartly. Cohen F1 is not. Harvey Pro is doing the big snap, and that is Cohen F1 with damage off at the fast chicane. Neon Cat now unleashed to try and attack the Aston Martin of Harvey Pros. Boy, that was a big incident there, but Andras also looking at the back of Mano because he's got fresh mediums compared to Mano's old hards. Mano looks pretty out of it at the moment. Yellow flag, sector 3. Could be Cohen F1 again. But I believe it is Unakant as Jose Felix. It's the fast lap at 1:21.907 as DRS gets enabled once more, which opens the rear wing for... No, it doesn't actually. The Neon Cat has dropped back significantly off the back of Harvey Pros. Is that Toast making a return? No, I don't think Toast is back. Neon Cat has gained all that time back though on Harvey Pros. Must have been a mistake somewhere from the Aston Martin driver as he's just 0.2 off the back. Has he disconnected? No, it doesn't seem like he has. ST Nockery gets another 3 second time penalty. Not going to be all too helpful for his overall race. Neon Cat, though, trying to go for a move. Needs to make sure that he doesn't bin it. Gets the run out of here, though, as he's going to go around the outside of the Aston Martin driver. Aston Martin driver defends it pretty heavily, and Neon Cat gets squeezed off. And Robert Boss is looking to take any moment he can. Andres, big pile up there with Silly Kraus, as we see High Caliber in the wall as well, who is beached, so it is allowed. He's physically beached, so he's allowed to reset the track. Yeah, he can reset the track, but he decides not to, as Neon Cat makes the move up into P2. Great move from him. Oh, is he going to be able to defend from the Aston Martin driver? Just about, I reckon. Robert Boss getting in the mix as well. Going to go around the outside of this corner. That's a very unorthodox move and has to back out of that one. TTB Harvey Pros look just a little bit too hooked up in that section of the track. Dan Super gets 3 second time penalty as well. Neon Cat now has 6.5 seconds to gain to the McLaren in front, who's doing a pretty stellar job at the moment. Controlling the pace. He's doing a great job keeping the car in control. TTV Harvey Pros then will be looking to make a move if he can. More action down the pack. We've got ST Nockery fighting with Cohen F1. Oh, there's contact there. That's forced Cohen F1 wide. That could compromise his line through here. Here comes ST Nockery then. Going to go down the inside of that fast section. He's got a lot more ERS to play. Hello? Oh, so we have disconnected. I apologize. Who can I join off? Oh, I apologize. Yeah. We're going to ask Luigi for an invite. I apologize for the inconvenience. Nothing I can do, unfortunately. Sometimes that just happens. We're going to be getting an invite as soon as possible, I hope. Oh my god, I'm not getting an invite back. Get me an invite. Oh my goodness me. What is going on? Get me an invite. Oh, who can I join off? High caliber 4884. Trying to get myself an invite. Oh my god, can we please get an invite? What is going on, man? Please just give me an invite. It's not my Wi-Fi because I'm waiting for an invite. There we go, finally. I've gotten one from High Caliber. Thank you for that, High Caliber. Appreciated. Can always rely on High Caliber. We are on lap 21, I believe. Here we are then. What's changed? I don't think anything's changed. ST Nokri's out. Yeah, he's out of the session. We've got Neon Cat firmly in P2. Robert Boss struggling on those old hards in P3. Mano surely has to make another pit stop here. He's not going to dive in now. Dan Super also needs to make another pit stop. Unless they're trying to get a puncture, which would be pretty inconvenient for them. But yeah, Neon Cat sitting in P2 at the moment. Not really any battles going on. Closest gap is Robert Boss to Neon Cat, who is closing up just ever so slightly. The Red Bull driver. As we have no drama for now. ST Nokri spun on cold tyres, which so did Possuman because they both had fresh tyres on them when they DNF'd. So that will... There he is.
Back, everybody. Jose File in the lead. Neon Cat.
Yes.
P15 up 15 places. That managed to go.
Whilst you were gone.
Did he?
Yeah.
Where's Mano?
P4. Yeah, Mano starts to make a pit stop.
Still has to make a pit stop. He's done two stops.
Mano crashed with Tsunojo. He
No one
pinched
has
him
to
in a
make
wall.
a stop. Oh,
Yeah, but
Shinoda
Mano's not
out.
making it.
No.
Yeah, he crashed with Mano. Mano, well, I couldn't really see a good angle, but it looked like Mano just completely turned in on him on a straight, which caused big wing damage and a DNF. So, Mano, yeah, he definitely still needs to make a pit stop. I mean, it's like 21 laps on old hards. He still has 7 more to go. Surely he doesn't make it.
I don't think he can make that.
Grant Super boxes, yeah, and his tyres were 1 lap older as it goes onto the softs. Yeah, there we go. He exits the pit lane in P7. On cold tyres though, so Unakant might be able to say something about it. I doubt it though, because he's got pretty old tyres. But yeah, surely Mano pulls into the pit lane now.
Like he's going to have to. Unfortunate for him. Very unfortunate. But maybe he can grab that fastest lap. And get that extra point.
Maybe so. It's not ideal though. He's currently P4. He will be P6 when he comes out the pit lane. You also missed a massive shunt. I think you were not there when Sinez, the race leader, binned it.
Oh no.
On his own, turn 1, completely lost the rear end. And there, yeah, Mano into the pit lane he goes then for a set of soft compounded tyres, I presume. Robert Boss is pretty close up the rear of Neon Cat. As he gets a pretty shambolic exit. 7.5 tenths down now. But yeah, Silikus is up to P4.
Good race from him on his debut. Very good race.
Yeah, from 18th to 4th, who also got spun by Posseman. Same as Neon Cat.
Osman sounds like a terrorist. LGP,
Mate.
Tier 3.
LGP Tier
Oh,
3.
Luigi gets
You've heard of him.
past. Earn account. Into P8.
There was also a massive pile-up, fast lap by the way, from TTV Harvey Pros. There was also a massive pile-up, which was with Luigi, Unekant, TTV Harvey Pros, and High Caliber. So that happened. TTV Harvey Pros is all over the back of Unekant as he goes round the outside. Brave move, incredible. I mean, that's the move of the race for me so far. Did you see that, Toast?
No, I wasn't actually looking.
Silly Goose
Silly
has gone
Goose.
into the grass.
No.
No, that is very unfortunate.
Don Super's going to
I
get
think
him.
that leaves that to Dance.
But Don Super's got no ERS. But he gets past him.
Oh,
That was close. Mano the
he's got
GOAT.
fresh tyres.
Still with ERS. He learns well.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, couple of laps remaining. Yellow flags. It's for Silicus again.
Oh, that's
It is.
unfortunate for
He's
him.
lost his head. He has lost his head. Dance Super gets the fastest lap.
Don't know how
Impressive
he's done
stuff.
that.
5-second time penalties for speeding into the pit lane. Could he just be time to retire? May I add, Neon Cat has gained 4 seconds on Jose Feliz. Meet your mic, mate.
I unincluded my audio, don't worry.
You've not included your audio.
I unincluded it when I was talking just
Right.
now. But I am back. Yeah, he's back once again.
Toast is back. But Neon Cat is catching Jose Feliz at a rate of knots at the moment. I don't know what's going on with him. Might be the lack of ERS. They've got the same age of tyres.
Jose Filo's got no ERS, but Neon Cat's got 75%.
And he's not burning at all.
He's got 4 laps. All it
He's got
takes.
4 laps to dump it.
He's got to do it.
He's got to start sending it now.
He's got to push like hell. He's lifting off.
He's gaining.
He is gaining very fast. very, very
What is going on with
fast.
Jose Fillers?
His tyres
Turn
look
your ERS,
very
lad.
worn.
There we go. ERS in deployment. He knows the win is on here. Alpha, the Red Bull driver versus the McLaren could be the story of the dying stages of this Grand Prix. 3.5 laps to go for these drivers. Neon Cat is closing up significantly. The gap, 1.2 seconds.
Oh! I just watched the replay of Shinoda's crash. That was bad.
Yeah, crunch.
Big
Massive crunch. Neon Cat. TCV Harvey Pros gets 3-second time penalty, but that's not really important right now because Neon Cat is absolutely flying at the moment. Oh, Jose Fillers is having an absolute stinker.
Surely Neon Cat just needs to stay composed, keep it consistent, get right on the back of Jose, and then use that ERS advantage that he has to get ahead.
Ah, I see what it is.
What is
Jose
it?
has incredible straight line speed. He may be out of ERS, but he's still quicker than Neon Cat on a straight without burning. He's rapid on the straights.
Is he?
So it will be hard to pass him. But Neon Cat has that ERS to play with. It's going to be mighty close between the two of these. Yeah, Neon Cat setting personal bests in the first sector. He can afford to drain that, although Jose Fillers is also draining. So that may be where he's gaining all the time. Yeah, look. Neon Cat now.
He's going to have to wait,
6/10.
be patient, use the DRS to drag himself a bit closer, and then go for that move. I would say do it into the last lap.
Absolutely. He's got 2.5 laps left to pull off an absolute incredible recovery. 6.5 seconds down. He is now 4/10 behind the McLaren. He's going for the win here.
He's getting very close now. He's the closest he's been all race. 4/10. He's all over the back of Jose File.
Drop it to 3/10, why won't you?
Jose
Here he
File's
goes,
going to see
Neon
him
Cat.
right in his mirrors. Neon Cat's just got to be
Oh, this is
clever.
gonna be
He's got to pick his
so
spot
close.
wisely. I think he's going to go for it into turn 3.
3.
He's burning. He's going for it.
Is he going to go for it?
Down inside.
Oh, that was so
Half-committed.
half-hearted.
Oh, they touch. That was so close. Jose File is so slow through these corners.
Oh,
Neon Cat's ahead. Jose File is going to keep his nose in there, but Neon Cat
what a
gets through, and
move.
Jose File gets the 3-second time
Brilliant.
penalty.
brilliant
Neon
move.
Cat just needs to keep
What
it
a
consistent.
fantastic move.
Neon Cat needs to keep it consistent now, and he's won this.
That was an absolutely blinding move from Neon Cat. What a drive so far from the Red Bull driver. He's doing a great job.
Don't want to commentators curse
Wow.
it.
Right, my bad. Neon Cat, you're driving a terrible race, mate. Please finish
Jose
last.
File, he's closing in. He's too far back for a lunge into turn 11.
Last lap, it's going to go down to Robert Boss and your Jose Feliz as well because, look, they've both got 3 seconds.
Robert
Boss
Boss has
wants
got
the position.
6.
Oh,
Jose
here he
File
goes.
runs wide. They're going to go side by side through the final
Here he
turn.
goes. What a move. Oh, goes onto the grass.
Surely that
This
secured
is
Neon
great
Cat
racing.
a bit of comfort now. He doesn't have to worry about the
Look,
cars
yellow
behind.
flags.
Ernekan's
It's
round in the
Ernekan.
Haas. He's in the wall and he's stationary. He's lost out on points because of that. But all eyes are on Neon Cat, Jose File and Robert Boss. As things stand, Neon Cat's going to win the race. Jose File will keep his position of P2. But Robert Boss is all over the back of him. Is he going to go for a move down the inside?
Oh.
He thinks about it.
He has the better line, though.
And he has more ERS, so he's surely going to go for a move here. Neon Cat's now just steaming away out in front. Neon Cat probably might try and go for the fastest lap.
Here he goes.
3/10 up. He's got a purple sector 2. Robert Boss all over the back of Jose File. He's burning. It's his last opportunity to get
Here
ahead
he
and
comes.
try and force a mistake from Jose File.
Here he goes down the inside.
Side by side. Oh, that was so close. But Jose File keeps
So
the position.
close.
But
Go on
now,
board now. Neon Cat. He's done a great drive. He's done an
Outstanding
absolutely
drive.
incredible drive. The Red Bull driver crosses the line then. Not too much weaving because otherwise you might spin it. But Neon Cat wins in Australia with Jose Feliz getting a great P2 with Robert Boss in P3. Mano, a disappointing P4 for him. Surely he will have been hoping for more after the dominant win last week out in Bahrain. He's got his teammate Dance Super right behind him. Mano takes P4. Dance Super now crossing the line shortly, going through the final corner. Ferrari driver's done a good job as well after his grid penalty in the qualifying. Andres, he's done a good job. He looked not great in qualifying, and he's picked it up a little bit as he crosses the line into P6 with Harvey Pros. Made a couple of mistakes during the race, a couple of spins, crossing the line P7. Silly, because I feel bad for him. He was on an absolutely incredible race. He was P3 until he wasn't. Luigi has rage quit, so he will not get these 2 points. Cone F1 nearly makes a mistake out the final corner. He finishes the last of the points. High Caliber goes for a little bit of a donut, which cost him 1 point because Luigi would have been disqualified as he spins it again.
High Caliber, what are you doing?
High Caliber's had an absolute howl of a race.
It's not over till it's over, and he's just proved that by spinning himself
on the final corner.
Must be raging.
Yeah, final car. Grr, I'm so angry.
Human.
But absolutely fuming, mate. You've got a double DNF for your team, so I don't want to hear it from you.
Yeah, but not my fault. My driver hasn't just done donuts and cost themselves a point.
Yeah, we've also won the race. Driver of the day, according to the game, is NeonCat239, and I'm sure he will be the driver of the day in the server as well. Make sure to vote because the driver of the day vote will come out shortly after I have eaten my dinner. So let's have a look at the race results then. The race winner is, if it wants to load, it does not want to load. Please load the podium. How's my game? What is going on? There we go. Podium celebration then. There is Neon Cat. He makes his way on to the podium. There is your top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Neon Cat with a stylish celebration to finish off what has been a great race weekend for him as he lifts the trophy to the crowd. Red Bull are absolutely loving it as here comes the champagne as they spray it upon each other and upon the teams. They've done a great job, these 3. Fantastic performance from all 3 of them. And yeah, that has been the Australian Grand Prix for Tier 3. Make sure to tune in for Tier 2 as well. That should be coming in half an hour's time-ish. So we have a good lineup for that. But P1, Neon Cat, great race, started 17th, finished first, fantastic drive. Jose Feliz from P4 to P2, Robert Boss P3, Mano with a disappointing P4, Dan Super, his teammate in P5, Andras and TTV Harvey Pros for Aston Martin in P6 and P7, Silly Kus from on his debut on P8. It's Cone F1 in P9, Kokomel is P10, and High Caliber, the last to finish the race in P11. That is
Lovely race.
That's been it